There's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining.
So this is the final mission in the tutorials.
The case that you solved that shows that
I think I've been playing this for nearly an hour now, or coming up to an hour.
To make you stand out from your average rank and file
Oh, he's just having a walk.
This could be
and then he heard gunshots. Several gunshots. And he's got his gun drawn, which is absolutely useless. Is that guy just lying down having a rest?
Clear of the body, please?
No, he's very much dead. Yeah. Very much dead.
And the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Oh dear. Now, who's this?
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Done. What are you doing?
Hey, Cole.
You're cheating on me, aren't you? You're seeing other police officers behind my back. And you got the car as well. I have to walk like a chump.
You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up.
Yeah,
I'll be with you in a moment.
Guys in homicide are completely utter dicks. I don't know if you noticed, but that guy in the blue shirt over there, he just seemed to be posed earlier as if though he was going to reach for a gun like a Western gunslinger.
Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring.
Did you see anything though? I asked you what did you see?
You want to take a look around now? The witness can wait, Cole. We've got the perimeter.
Oh, what the hell? Let's see.
Let me through. I just want a quick look is all.
Broad daylight.
We've got a dead body that I'm just going to roll over with
I've seen everything.
no sign of any kind of respect for dignity or preservation of evidence. The deformity in the neck there, that just does not look right. Just seems to stretch a little too wrong. I mean, if anything, it kind of reminds me, if you watch the Star Wars Special Editions, A New Hope, the cantina scene where Greedo shoots at Han Solo with the entire power of the Death Star behind him, and he still manages to miss because Han ducks his head badly to one side through incredibly crappy CGI. That's kind of the effect it looks like. Let's just check for a pulse. Nope. Well, he's got another arm. Maybe that arm's defective. Maybe that was a false arm. Let's see what we've got here. Nothing there. Let's see. Nope, he's dead. He's dead. Okay, well, let's see. Maybe I can just lift his wallet. Let's see. Oh, no. Does he have a watch? Any jewelry? No, nothing. Let's see. Where would I put a wallet? In this pocket? Nope. In this pocket? Yes! There we go. Bank of Arcadia. Nope. Never heard of them. I assume that's a made-up name for a made-up place and a made-up... Oh no, wait, that'll be a real street. West 3rd Street. So they have at least 3 streets that face the west. Yeah. Let's see, that's his name, that's his address. He's bought pearl earrings. Oh boy. $52.50 exactly, no tax. Looks like most payments are paid off. He's only got 8 payments left.
Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Now, why did he need pearl earrings? It's not like it looks like he ever wore the things. Alright, so that's that done. Had something shiny over here. There we are. Bullets. Several. Okay, shell cases. Don't be pedantic. Same thing, really, isn't it? Well, actually, no, it's not. Shell casings and bullets, while related, aren't technically the same thing. Let's just take a look in here. Yes, we have a gun. Luger, I think.
FN Browning.
That's quite nice how you can make out all the details, although this looks quite well worn. It looks like it's been through the ringer a bit.
Couple blocks from here. Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. And if you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course.
Yeah, it's not like I was going to slap her around with the back of my hand.
And if you're sure she's straight
Who do you think I am, Sean Connery?
See what you can coax out of her.
Right, I'm getting advice from the guy who can't actually be bothered to do his job properly. And just wants an easy time of it. Well, let's just see what we've got in here.
Make it into the paper.
Let's just catch up with you.
Miss, I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
Oh boy. It was my boss.
Cry me a river.
Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
Everett
And you are?
Gage.
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Clovis. Okay, so let's see. This looks a bit like a minor dating profile. We can see her name, her hair and eye colours, the fact that she's 27 and that she's female. We can't tell whether she's single or married, but you know she's a shoe store clerk. She's an eyewitness to a murder. And whoever's drawn the picture of it doesn't seem to have actually drawn all of her hair.
You think
Let's
you
see
can
what
tell
she
me
has to say.
Exactly what happened, miss.
I look around the shops at lunch.
Mm-hmm.
I was
You
in
walk
a
around
store when
You walk around the
Mr.
streets.
Gage,
You're a streetwalker.
my boss, bursts in.
Do you want to
yelling
rephrase
I'm
that?
late on my lunch.
Well, if you're walking the streets, then yes,
We
of course
came
he's
back.
going to be angry. You're
I was angry.
letting the side down by being
I
a
walked in
streetwalker.
I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Oh dear. And there's the waterworks again. So, do we think she's lying? To accuse a witness of lying, you will need to prevent evidence. So, she's obviously lying about something, so let's hit why.
You're lying, Miss Galleta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Oh, yeah, I bet they all say that. Right, what was my question again? See, Galleta. Shell case and gun. It has to be this thing. Let's go with that.
Your pearl earrings.
Aha! Yes,
You've
success!
been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying. And tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh God! I won't lose the earrings, will I?
Oh
You could
my
lose your
god!
freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing the murder
Earrings!
investigation.
You have witnessed
Mr.
a murder and you are worried about
Edward
earrings!
Kalu. He runs the jewelry store.
My
He
god,
showed
were
me a
all those
lovely
tears about
watch.
your fucking
Mr.
jewelry?
Gage bursts in. Mr.
You
Kalu gets very angry
vindictive
with
little-
Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things
Seriously,
in the store are
so far a
junk.
gun store owner,
Nickel-plated,
someone who
made
is
in
a proprietor
Japan.
of death,
Yells at me to
has
get
actually
back
turned
to
out to be a
work.
much better human
what
being than
We
you,
get back here.
who, having witnessed a
and then hear a
murder,
loud bang.
are more concerned about your bloody,
Mr. Gage clutches his
cheap,
back.
nasty
I
jewels.
hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Yeah, he'd been shot. I think that's going to be painful. Let's see if we can get some
How many
details of the
shots did you
shooting.
hear, Miss Galleta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
Yeah, so lots and loud. Well, you were probably too worried about your earrings, weren't you? I wonder if there's anything else that you haven't exactly been truthful about. But this time you might actually be being honest with me. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. That and the instructions are telling me you are telling the truth. So we'll go with that.
Concentrate.
Huzzah! Correct!
Minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang,
One bang,
and then another,
and another.
and then three very quickly,
Say very
close together.
quickly, right, okay.
5.
Bang, 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 bang. Could have been any number really, but hell, for you, all you know, there could have been a backfire. Or 2. Or 3. Or 4 or 5.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun.
Oh, so you know.
He kept pulling the
So
trigger.
all this time you've known who it
He threw the
was.
gun in a bin and turned.
And you didn't think to tell me
and
now
walked
until
away.
you were questioned about it. Of course, if I never asked you that question, were you ever going to tell me? No, you weren't, because surprise, surprise, you were more concerned about the earrings. You are a nasty piece of work and a piece of trash. And I doubt you are
You're making me angry,
capable
Miss
of telling
Galleta.
the truth.
Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Oh, you're masterful.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Yeah, about
Thank you
those
for your
nice
help, ma'am. You've
things.
been very brave.
They're cheap.
We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my...
Don't even
Never mind.
think about finishing
Yes,
that
officer, I'll make a
question.
statement.
Good God. People. Some of them just make me sick.
We have the
Process.
murder weapon.
And the murder. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Hey, that's coincidental. We just have to look for a guy who
Maintain the perimeter.
is Jewish and possibly has gun smoke on his clothes and might even be looking a little shaky and nervous and who knows what else. Let's go to the gun store first and just see what we can get. You never know, you might just find something else out
It's the
that's
next right.
that actually helps crack the case. Oop. God, that turn and circle is terrible.
Take the next right turn.
Uh-huh. Now, the bizarre thing about American roads, apparently if you have a red light and you're wanting to turn right and there's nothing coming, apparently you are actually allowed to take that right. That might vary from state to state, but it would help if some of these other characters were actually paying attention to the road themselves. The AI on these cars can sometimes be a bit dim, but then so can the pedestrian AI. You'll probably see that as well at some point. Oh god, past.
Take a left here.
Yeah, here we go. Very easy to turn the signs on by accident because if, like me, you're a bit heavy on the joypad, when you make your turns, you can actually turn it on. Now, if only I could turn other things on. Or certain people on. Oh, that's something I probably don't want to admit to. My driving makes a filed police squad look competent.
Officers. What can I
I'm
do
an
you for?
incredibly helpful gun owner.
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir. What's
Or
your mission?
gun shop store
We need you
owner.
to trace a serial number.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
right.
What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You
Could
don't
they have
say.
possibly gone to any
I didn't
gun
sell it.
shop?
Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you
Thank
find
God that's
one
the
over
information.
here.
Well, they
Although
all
I
have
did have one
a
in
complete
here a couple of weeks back.
encyclopedic
Yeah.
level
Callow.
of
Edgar
information
Callow was
on
his name.
every single
Thing
gun
looks like
that
he'd never
has been
been
sold
fired, but he brought it in here for
in
cleaning
any gun
anyway.
shop in
Then he bought a box of cartridges.
the
and he
whole
left.
of the
You know where we can
bloody
find Mr.
city.
Cutler?
Told me he was on his lunch break.
Oh,
And
I
he
don't
worked
know.
at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Oh, that's
for
a
help.
familiar name. And that's another guy who is way more helpful than anybody else could be. Get in the car, you fool.
Hartfield's. It's up on Broadway, Cole. Come on.
Is it around here somewhere? For some bizarre reason, that didn't actually load up. That's a first. Why didn't that load up? Alright, it's just off to our left. But that's a neat trick. If you're playing this game and you want to, you know, pull the brakes on really fast, just bring up your logbook like that. You know, the car comes to a complete screeching halt before you actually get to see the book. Ah, perfect. Alright, let's just see, we've got baconis, meat, and God knows what else. So we're gonna go through here, we've got
Officer.
diamonds on display,
Can I interest you in a new watch?
and a man who's
Officer
wanting to
Cole
sell me a
Phelps.
watch.
Are you Edgar Kalu?
No,
Mr.
officer, of
Kalu
course I'm
is
not,
out
no,
back.
he's
Said he
he's
would
somewhere
like
else.
I'll buzz
Honest,
him for you.
me, I'm Max, yeah, I'll just run away now,
Son of a
bye!
bitch. Go, Cole, go!
And what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna stand there and do nothing? Just sounds like it. Right, so we've got a chase. And the guy's running away. Nobody's doing anything to stop him. But he's got a very nice shoulder bodge. How come I don't get a shoulder bodge technique? Let's just see here. I've got policemen in pursuit of God knows what, and people are just doing nothing to actually help.
I got a call back to that university.
Too late, Kalu!
Nope. I can't get a clear shot to take a warning shot. I probably could have tackled the bastard, to be honest, but
One on him from here.
yeah, you have to time things to do a warning shot. That is ridiculous. I mean, frankly, a loud gunshot like that should be all the encouragement you need to stop.
We'll shoot.
Where was he going there?
Edgar Kalu.
I don't know where you are, lady, but
Of Everett Gage.
I can't get you out of there. Hey, I've got a shit-eating grin the size of a planet.
The case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night.
The narration that'll
The
go
case that
away
gnaws
on
at
the
your
next
guts
case.
and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths.
Now, those of you who haven't played this
The
game
case that
before,
other cops
and
murmur
if you're
about
watching this,
whenever you
chances are
walk
you probably
past.
have seen at least
The
some of the
case you
gameplay
never,
before, and probably
ever
played it before as
discuss.
well. And if you haven't,
God's mill may grind
please feel
slowly, but it
obliged to
grinds
actually buy the
finely,
game
son.
and play it.
I hear it's you who knocked
The
down
voiceover
Motherfucker
we've
from
just
the
heard, then
shooting
that's
yesterday.
actually played by
Yes,
one of
sir.
your later
Then
partners,
tell me, boyo,
who has been
I
in
hear you're
various
quite the
different things. He was in
climber, a
one
man of
episode of Star
initiative.
Trek Enterprise a good few years
how
back.
would you like a
He was
chance
the
at
big
smiting
bad
this man with the sword
in
of
a
justice?
season of Angel
You're
many
asking
years
me
ago,
to conduct the
and
interview,
he
sir?
was one of the
I am, young
cops in
Phelps.
the Dark Knight.
You've only been with us a short time.
He was
You've
actually the cop that
established
got left
yourself a stellar
alone
arrest
with
record.
the Joker and was
Not to
actually going
mention the fine
to
work you
teach
did in
the
war,
Joker a lesson or
sending
two, and
heathens back to the hell they came
having an
from.
example made of him by the
But I'm
Joker.
curious as to whether you can turn your hand to
This guy, on the
interrogation.
other hand, he's
Takes a certain animal cunning, lad.
even though he's a bit of a
Do you think you might be ready for that?
nasty character,
sir.
and that he's
I think I am.
very much in favour
Good
of
man.
beatings and
You
intimidations
need
and so
many
on to
things
get
for a
the
conviction,
job
young
done.
Phelps. A
I quite
motive,
like the guy.
opportunity, hard
probably
evidence, and best of all, a
Poetical
confession.
waxing.
If you fail
he
in
has
the
that
former, you can always
very
use a modicum of
distinct
violence to attain the latter.
Flowing Irish accent
How are
he's
you
got.
feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
He's got a very high
Very
degree of
good.
charm. He can
The evidence
very
is
much convince you
overwhelming.
that anything you're doing that
May
might
the cat eat him
be
and the cat
wrong
be
is
eaten
actually
by the
quite
devil.
right to
Bring me
do.
a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
He's certainly got a bit of a righteous attitude, but it does sound and feel like the right kind of righteousness. And that's actually quite dangerous,
Has my lawyer
but
arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
here we have this
The lawyer
guy.
can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a
You
man
need
dead
to be
in
honest with
cold
us, sir.
blood.
You've
You're
killed
going to
somebody,
have to pay for
and
that.
we need you to admit to it, so that we can actually lock you up and possibly give you the gas chamber. Which, given the time of the game was released, is probably the most insensitive thing I probably could have said. Let's just get on with things. Okay.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage
And
was
I have
was
a bit of a
bastard.
cold at this point
Whatever he
from the
got, he got
sounds
what
of
was
it.
coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Nothing to do with you. I think you're a lying piece of shit. Let me think. You are most certainly A, telling the truth, X, not telling the truth, or Y, lying. I think you're lying.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Oh, let me think. We've got you confirmed.
We know all about the argument.
Success.
Let him make a statement.
You're counting on the girl?
Yes,
You
we're
think her
counting on a
testimony's gonna
girl.
Stand up in court?
You're going to the
Well,
gas
she's
chamber,
telling the
Edgar.
truth,
That
which
Jew-hating
is very
fuck,
unlike
leave
her
me
given
alone.
everything else she said.
I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Yeah. All comes down to money. Everybody's greedy. You, her, probably everybody else in the game. The only people that have been honest with me so far have been gun shop owners. What does that tell you about society?
Let's change the subject.
At least society in this game.
You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker.
Yeah, let me play the race card.
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Yeah.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews.
Yeah,
didn't
just
he,
keep
Mr.
putting
Kalu?
words in my
I don't know
mouth.
what you're talking about.
I'm the one trying to put words in your mouth. Let's just see. Let's use an intuition point here. He's either going to be telling the truth, or he's going to be giving me doubt. No one knows for sure. Could you put that cigarette out? It stinks. We'll go with doubt. Oh, that was correct.
Wing-leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your
socialism. Everybody knows socialism is wrong. If you're American, because you're not supposed to like communists. I don't think communism was really that big back then.
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Well, certain Hollywood characters were blacklisted because they were supposed to be sympathetic to socialism, so who knows? Did he say kite or kike? Let's go fly a kite up to the highest heights. Da 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 dee da.
And you're right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree.
But you're probably going to the gas chamber.
Have mercy on you, sir.
Oh God, why did I let myself get caught? Why didn't I do something smart like get a sniper rifle and shoot him from a distance? I had to do it up close and personal. From behind.
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the chief of police, young folks. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire.
And it means that you don't even have to do the old oral traditional.
Back to your duties,
if you know what I mean.
But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing.
Now that's a smile that just encourages conversion to Catholicism. Not that I know if he's actually Catholic, but there you go. Right, well, that's the game over and done with. This is the write-up. This is, well, I say the game's over and done with. This is simply the... This is simply just the initial tutorial lessons that you get. You know, overall time is probably about an hour, and you know, they're pretty decent. I wouldn't have minded actually having more to do as a regular rank and file police officer, because there are obviously things that you can do in that regard that you probably wouldn't do as a detective, you know, just to give you more of the complete experience. But of course from here you go off and become a proper detective and do detective-y stuff. I think the game holds up quite well, to be brutally honest. Obviously, if they ever do a sequel, there's lots of things that they could potentially improve on. Graphics hold up quite nicely, given the age. The voice acting. Well, it's not just voice acting, but actual performances, because we're talking motion capture specific of the face, which works so beautifully. Okay, those faces really do stand out perfectly. You know, capturing every single subtle nuance. You know, it is a beauty to behold. And in some cases it still looks better than some of the other games that have been released more recently, including Grand Theft Auto 5, because there is a certain life to these characters that the Grand Theft Auto characters unfortunately don't have. So if there is a sequel to this game, which you never know, there might be, there are always persistent rumours, I hope they continue using the same technology for, you know, the close-up shots, you know, on the actual faces. It just works so well. Well, I'm always looking for any kind of feedback, any kind of commentary that you might be able to give me, any information that you might want to pass on. So please drop me a line in the comments below. If you've liked it, which I can't really see why anyone would have liked this, because it feels terrible to me. Please let me know if you've liked it. And of course, if you haven't subscribed and you want to, please do. Feel free. I'll say goodbye, and I'll see you next time, because I'm going to do one more mission, at least, as a regular detective, and see where we go from there. Toodle pip.